Alright, y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another video. We're in the truck right now. Got the trailer behind us, can't see it, but it's hooked up. Can only mean one thing: we're going to look at a project car. More than likely I'll put it in the thumbnail, so I'll tell you what it is. If it works out, it's a yellow 79 coupe. Looks like it's original paint. As many of you know, I did have an 82 coupe that I did the full 5-liter EFI with a supercharger and all that stuff on. Unfortunately, I had to sell that car last year to fund another project. I've regretted it since. I've been trying to look for another coupe to not replace it, but just do a little bit different style of build on. But I've wanted another 4-ride coupe since I sold it, preferably a 79 to 82 car. I like those cars a lot. They're pretty unique in all the styling that they have. So, but yeah, without too much rambling on, we'll go ahead and start this journey, and I'll pick up the camera, I guess, whenever we get there. If the guy doesn't mind me filming a little bit, I'll try, and we'll go from there. Load it up. '93 Cobra wing makes a great phone holder. just like that, it's off. All right, y'all, went ahead, got the car pushed off of the trailer here. I guess there's really nothing to it but to kind of show you guys what it looks like and do a little walk around and maybe talk about some plans that we got for the old girl, and maybe see what you guys think. So let's turn the camera around and I'll show it to you. All right, bam, yellow 79 coupe. I've always had a big thing for yellow, tans, you know, kind of oddball colors. So when this car popped up, I knew I had to have it. Like I said, some of you may remember, I did have the 82 two-tone coupe. Did the whole supercharger deal and kind of the EFI conversion, and I sold that car earlier last year, and I kind of been regretting it. So I figured, you know, I kind of started looking for a coupe, honestly, right after I sold it, but I'm kind of particular in what cars I buy. I really have a thing for original paint cars. This car is original paint, so you know that fit the bill. I did purchase a 79 50 coupe. It was gray with a black vinyl top. The roof skin was pretty rusty, so I decided to go ahead and pass that one along to somebody else, and let them have fun with that one. It was a little bit more than what I wanted to tackle. So after that, we went ahead and kept on our search, and eventually we ended up with this. So I think it'll be a great candidate for what I want to do. At least the plans for right now, as far as drivetrain, I have a lot of parts laying around to kind of get this thing started, at least. I think we're going to go with a carbureted 302. Dang. That hood latch don't really want to pop. Let's see if I can get it open. Oh, it did. Just didn't have a pop. New car stuff, right? Got to figure out all their quirks. So, oh, that's why. Hood latch is actually bent up, if you guys can see that. Right here. This hood latch bracket is also bent. Right there. Looks like maybe somebody tried to tow it or something. I don't know. That might be why the bumper cover sticks out a little bit too. We'll kind of investigate that a little bit. Now, one thing I want to say is the 79 bumper covers, they're really bad about deteriorating. I mean, you guys can see just how bad this is. There's supposed to be a molded recessed line here, and that's pretty much already gone. So I'm thinking of either just going back with this same egg crate grill 79 to 82 front, or possibly doing a 79 pace car front end on the car. I've always liked that front end. Sometimes it can look a little goofy on coupes, just depending on how you do them up. If we did go with the pace car front end, I would definitely do the pace car hood scoop as well. But anyway, plans for right now are probably a carbureted 302 with a T5, and I've got a tubular K member and a bunch of like just parts laying around that I'm not going to be using anytime soon. I did kind of have them planned for maybe another build, but that one's kind of on the back burner, so might as well use them while I can. But as it sits right now, it's a straight 6 automatic. It actually, after I paid the guy and we signed all the paperwork and everything, I went ahead and asked him if he minded if I put a battery and some gas in it, because the car has sat for basically the last 6 years is the story that I've gotten. And he said, sure. He never wanted to try it because he didn't know if, you know, the gas was any good and all that stuff. And I told him, well, I'll go ahead and I'll take the risk. You know, the motor's coming out anyway, so I didn't care too much. So we threw a battery in it and poured some carburetor down its throat, or poured some gas down its throat, and she did light off. It did start, but there's something going on with the carburetor. It's not quite bolted down, and the throttle linkage is kind of iffy. So we figured it probably not the best idea to try to start it and drive it up on the trailer. So we ended up pushing it on instead. But as far as, I'll get into more of the details of doing like a 5-liter swap on this car. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, but also at the same time it's very easy, especially on a carbureted car, because basically all your wiring and all of your ignition and spark is all in this box right here, and you can actually utilize the inline 6 engine harness and modify it a little bit to work with the 302. So that'll be something that we probably end up doing, because to find a 302 engine harness nowadays, they do sell them new, but they're quite expensive. And this is also one of those projects, so I don't want to spend a bunch of money. Like I said, it'd really be awesome to just maybe use spare parts that we have laying around. So now, as far as the body on the car, as far as I can tell, the car's never been in an accident. It's all original paint. There is a couple little rust spots. Being that the car is from Nevada, the bottom of the car honestly looks really good. It's just got some light surface rust. If you know anything about these early model coupes, they really didn't paint the floor pans. So they just have light surface on them, but nothing scaly at all. Really, the worst part on the whole car is this right here. And what I think happened here is water got trapped underneath this molding every time it rained. Maybe it sat next to a sprinkler and the car constantly got wet, but it's kind of bubbling up a little bit right here. That's really nothing that we can't handle. We'll go ahead, we'll take this molding off and see just how bad it is, but I think that'll be a pretty easy fix. So we might have to do a little bit of paint work to the car, but that's not the end of the world for me. So it's a pretty straight little car. There's one, really the worst dent is right here in this quarter panel lip, which there's a running joke. It wouldn't be my car if the quarter panels didn't have at least one dent in them. So at least everything that I've bought and decided to keep has had a dent in the quarter panel at least one time. So, but yeah, so it does have this funky looking luggage rack on it. That is probably the biggest downfall on this car. We're definitely going to be taking that off very soon. Probably, honestly, as soon as I close this video out, we'll take this thing off, and maybe I'll insert a picture once it's off. But another cool fact about 90 or 79 cars is the deck lid on them. The trunk lid is completely flat all the way back. If you look at the later model coupes, and I think 80 and up, the deck lid actually has a slight roll on the top of it. So pretty cool thing about 79s. I do need to replace the taillights. They've got, both of them are cracked. I really wish a big Mustang parts company would reproduce these, or anyone for that matter. They make all of the other ones, but they don't make the taillights. So I think the bumper will probably buff out. It is definitely chalky and faded. And one thing about these though is they get really, really thin in this recess, this body recess line, and they can crack and separate. So one thing we're going to do, we're going to take this bumper off, and I'm going to high build primer all of the molding, and then we'll retrim black it. But while I have it off, I'm probably going to run some urethane on the back side of this bumper just to give it a little bit extra strength, and hopefully stop that from happening if it ever decides to. So, but yeah, it's a pretty cool car overall. I know yellow is probably not everyone's favorite, but I'm a big fan of it, and the fact that it's original makes it even cooler. I've only seen a handful of yellow ones, so it's pretty cool. So, but yeah, I guess the oh, let's see, exterior paint. Wow, it's not even on there. No, we'll have to look up the code and see what it is. But yeah, bottoms of the doors are pretty solid. Now, one thing, the door panels are shot. I mean, the interior it leaves some to be desired. Door panels are shot. These are 79 door panels. 1 year only deal. So we'll have to source a pair of those. That one over there is not terrible. Also, if anyone in the California, Nevada, Phoenix, Arizona area has any rear 79 to 82 coupe panels, please let me know. I am looking for a set. Both of these have really bad cracks, and they're shot. So I need that. Up in the air on what we want to do with seats. Obviously, we're going to need some seats. Kind of just depends on the direction we want to go with this car. If we want to try to keep it as lightweight as we can with like the tubular K member and stuff like that. Maybe find a nice set of welds for it. I do have a set of 4-lug welds, but then that goes into question: do we keep it 4-lug? Do we 5-lug it? I guess if we kept it 4-lug, I could kind of show you guys my budget 4-lug rear brake setup, which it's been done a lot now, but I started doing that probably, I don't know, 8 years ago, before a lot of the big places kind of adopted it, but nothing too fancy. Basically just SN95 stuff re-drilled for 4-lug. So, but like I said, we do have a lot of parts laying around that we can use on this car. So let me know what you guys think. I know this video is probably long already and you guys don't want to listen to me talk and rant and all that, but figured I'd kind of let you know the plans with it as far as in my head right now, what I want to do. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys would do with it. And a lot of you are probably saying, oh, Coyote swap it or Godzilla or whatever, but I don't have an endless budget. So I've got a lot of parts here. Try to make it work with what we've got. You know, maybe down the road that can be an option, but for right now, that's more than likely the route that we're going to go. We'll probably get a small block Ford and just kind of have fun. Keep it simple, stupid, street car. Just like the pace car. The pace car runs great. It's a lot of fun to drive, and I kind of just want that in a coupe. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you guys watching the channel. Everybody that subscribed and commented on the videos, I greatly appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Alright, it's a little extra to the end of the video, so if you stayed around, I guess you get to get a sneak peek of what the trunk looks like. Went ahead and got the luggage rack taken off. So we're going to have to go ahead and fill the holes and paint the trunk, but looks a lot better. In the next one, we'll try to get this thing started up. So hang with us, y'all, and yeah, wait till the next video and let's see if this thing starts. Catch you in the next one.